In the year 1066, England faced a crisis of monumental proportions. King Edward the Confessor lay on his deathbed, his health rapidly declining. Edward had no children to inherit his throne. This meant there was no clear heir to the throne, leaving the kingdom in a state of uncertainty and anxiety. England braced for a power struggle as the lack of a direct successor created a vacuum of power. Several men believed they had a legitimate claim to be king, each with their own supporters and ambitions. The most powerful contenders were William, Duke of Normandy, and Harold Godwinson, Earl of Wessex, both formidable leaders in their own right. Edward the Confessor was a deeply religious man, known for his piety and devotion. He had spent many years in exile in Normandy, forging strong ties with the region and its leaders. This gave William, the Duke of Normandy, a strong connection to the English crown, bolstering his claim. Harold Godwinson, on the other hand, was the most powerful earl in England, commanding great respect and influence. He was also Edward's brother-in-law, a relationship that further strengthened his position. This familial connection gave him a strong claim to the throne, supported by many in the kingdom. The stage was set for a dramatic clash of ambitions and a fierce battle for the future of England, a conflict that would shape the nation's destiny for generations to come. William, Duke of Normandy, was a ruthless and ambitious ruler. His ambition knew no bounds, and his determination was legendary. He was known for his military prowess, having led numerous successful campaigns. William claimed that Edward had promised him the throne, a promise he intended to keep at any cost. He was determined to take what he believed was rightfully his, and he would stop at nothing to achieve his goal.
I will not rest until I have what is mine. My destiny is to rule England. The throne of England belongs to me, and I will fight for it with all my might.
Harold Godwinson was a skilled warrior and a powerful leader. His leadership was respected and his courage admired. He was popular among the English people, who saw him as their rightful king. Harold argued that Edward had chosen him as his successor on his deathbed, a claim that many supported.
I was there by Edward's side. I witnessed his final wish. He chose me to lead England, and I will honor his decision. I will honor his wish and defend his legacy with my life.
A third contender emerged from the north, adding to the chaos. Harald Hardrada, King of Norway, also claimed the English throne, believing it was his by right of conquest. Hardrada was a Viking warrior king, known for his fierce and relentless nature. He saw England as ripe for conquest, a land of opportunity and wealth.
England will fall to my sword. I will conquer and rule. I will take what is rightfully mine, and no one will stand in my way.
The death of Edward had created a three-way struggle for power, a battle that would shape the future of England. Each claimant prepared for war, gathering their forces and strategizing their moves, ready to fight to the death for the ultimate prize, the crown of England. The stage was set for a monumental clash, a battle that would determine the fate of a nation. William of Normandy began assembling a vast invasion fleet, a monumental task that required immense resources and coordination. He called on his loyal Norman barons, who pledged their support, and recruited skilled mercenaries from across France, promising them wealth and glory. William's army was a formidable force, meticulously organized and well-equipped with cavalry, archers and infantry, each unit trained for specific roles in the upcoming battle.
We will cross the sea and take England. Prepare for battle. Our destiny awaits on the shores of a new land.
Harold Godwinson, the newly crowned King of England, gathered his own army, aware of the impending threats from both the north and the south. He called on the Fyrd, the English militia, to defend their land. These were ordinary men, farmers and labourers, who took up arms to protect their homes.
Every man who can hold a weapon must stand with me. We fight not just for our king, but for our families and our future. We will defend our home with every ounce of strength we possess. Our resolve is unbreakable.
Harold's army was primarily composed of foot soldiers armed with axes and shields, a traditional and effective combination for close combat. They were known for their ferocity in battle, their courage unmatched, and their loyalty to their king unwavering. Meanwhile, Harald Hardrada, the Viking king, set sail from Norway with a fleet of Viking longships, his eyes set on the English throne. His army, hardened by years of raiding and warfare, posed a significant threat to the English. These were seasoned warriors experienced in the brutal art of combat.
We sail for England. Prepare for glory and conquest. The gods are with us and victory will be ours.
The stage was set for a three-way clash of kings, each determined to claim the English crown. The fate of a nation hung in the balance as these mighty forces prepared for war. The first clash came in September 1066. Harald Hardrada landed in northern England. He defeated a Northumbrian army at the Battle of Fulford.
Victory is ours. England will be ours.
Harold Godwinson marched north with his army to confront Hardrada. The two armies met at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. The English fought with great courage and determination. They took the Vikings by surprise, crushing them in a decisive victory.
We have defeated the invaders. England is safe for now.
Harold had triumphed in the north, but his victory was short-lived. William of Normandy landed in southern England. Harold had to march his exhausted armies south to confront this new threat. The two armies met near Hastings, in Sussex. The Battle of Hastings was about to begin. Section 5. The tide turns, feign retreat, and Anglo-Saxon exhaustion. The Norman army was arranged in 3 divisions: archers, infantry, and cavalry.
The English formed a shield wall on a ridge, a formidable defensive formation.
The Normans opened the battle with a barrage of arrows. The English shield wall held firm. The Norman infantry charged uphill, but failed to break through. The Norman cavalry then attacked, but the English line held.
We must employ a cunning tactic, the feigned retreat.
A group of Norman knights pretended to flee. Some English soldiers broke ranks to pursue them. The Normans turned on their pursuers, cutting them down. Section 6. The death of Harold and the fall of the English. The battle raged throughout the day. The English fought with great bravery, but they were tiring quickly. The Normans pressed their advantage. Then, a pivotal moment occurred in the battle. Harold Godwinson, the English king, fell. He was struck in the eye by an arrow. With their king dead, the English resistance crumbled completely. The Normans had won the Battle of Hastings. The victory was decisive. It marked the beginning of the Norman Conquest of England. William of Normandy, the Conqueror, would become the first Norman king of England. Section 7. The Norman Conquest begins. William secures his crown. After the Battle of Hastings, William marched on London. He defeated the remaining English resistance. On Christmas Day, 1066, William the Conqueror was crowned King of England at Westminster Abbey.
The Norman conquest had begun.
William set about consolidating his power. He granted lands to his Norman followers. He built castles to secure his hold on the country. He also commissioned the Domesday Book, a comprehensive survey of England's land and resources.
The Norman conquest had a profound and lasting impact on England. It brought about fundamental changes to English society, culture, and language. The old Anglo-Saxon order was swept away.
Section 8. The impact on England language, culture, and society transformed. One of the most significant impacts of the Norman conquest was the introduction of the Norman French language. French became the language of the court, the aristocracy, and the law. Over time, French words and phrases were absorbed into the English language. This fusion of languages gave rise to Middle English, the language spoken by Chaucer. The Normans also brought with them their own customs, laws, and traditions. They introduced a new system of feudalism to England. This system tied the nobility to the king through a system of landholding and military service. The Normans also made significant contributions to English architecture. They built grand cathedrals, castles, and monasteries in the Romanesque style. Section 9. The legacy of the battle, a defining moment in English history. The Battle of Hastings was a defining moment in English history. It marked the end of Anglo-Saxon rule and the beginning of the Norman era. The conquest transformed England, shaping its language, culture, and destiny. The battle also had a profound impact on the development of English national identity. The Norman conquest created a shared history and a common culture that united the English people. The Battle of Hastings continues to fascinate and inspire people around the world. It is a story of ambition, betrayal, courage, and determination. It is a reminder of the enduring power of the past to shape the present. Section 10. Conclusion, the end of an era and the dawn of a new age. The Battle of Hastings was more than just a battle. It was a clash of civilizations. It was the end of one era and the dawn of a new age. The Norman conquest had a profound and lasting impact on England. It shaped its language, its culture, its laws, and its very identity. The echoes of that fateful day in 1066 can still be felt today. The Battle of Hastings serves as a reminder that history is not merely a collection of dates and names. It is a tapestry woven from the threads of human ambition, courage, and the unpredictable turns of fate.